Here is a stock chart. You can buy and sell as many times as you want, but there's a catch. The day after you sell, you must rest. No buying allowed. That single timing rule changes everything. This is buy and sell stock with cool down. The lesson here is subtle. A constraint on timing changes where a transition lands, not the shape of the state. Given an array of prices, you may complete as many transactions as you like. But after you sell, you must cool down for exactly 1 day. You cannot buy on the very next day. The goal? Maximize total profit. Take prices 1, 2, 3, 0, 2. Buy at 1, sell at 2. Now cool down, we skip a day, then buy at 0 and sell at 2. Total profit 1 plus 2 equals 3. Let's define the state. F of I, hold, is the maximum profit from day I onward, when we are either holding a stock or not. Notice, the cool down does not add a new state. It lives inside a transition. Now the recurrence. When we're not holding, we can buy, spending prices I and moving to day I plus 1 holding. Or we skip and stay not holding. When we are holding, we can sell, gaining prices I. But here's the twist. After selling, we don't resume on day I plus 1. We jump to day I plus 2, skipping the cool down day. Or we simply skip and keep holding. Picture it as a state machine. Not holding, holding, and a rest node in between. The sell edge visibly skips a day before you can buy again. That jump from I to I plus 2 is the entire cooldown rule. In code, this is beautifully compact. We build a table of size n plus 2 so that reading DP at I plus 2 is always valid. We fill it backwards. The not holding row is the classic buy or skip. The holding row is sell or skip, but the sell branch reaches into DP at I plus 2. That single index is the cooldown. Can we do better on space? Yes. Day I only depends on days I plus 1 and I plus 2. So we keep just 3 small rows and roll them forward each step. Time is O of n. Space becomes O of 1. 2 common pitfalls. First, sizing the table to only n plus 1, then reading I plus 2 out of bounds. Always allocate n plus 2. Second, applying the cooldown to the buy transition instead of after the sell. The rest comes after selling, not before buying. So here's the big takeaway. Timing constraints, like wait 1 day or act every other day, usually translate into a changed target index in a single transition. The state set stays exactly the same. Master that idea and a whole family of problems opens up. Next up, the last variant. Keep unlimited transactions but charge a flat fee per transaction. Transaction fee. See you there.